4.5 billion years ago, Earth was shaken by a cataclysmic event, Ether, the impact of a massive asteroid that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs along with countless other species. Yet from that destruction arose a new world, shaped by the survivors of the apocalypse. In the aftermath of extinction, mammals and many small creatures that had once lived in the dinosaurs' shadow began to flourish, eventually giving rise to the astonishing diversity of life we see on Earth today. This new world teemed with strange and extraordinary beings, from giant birds and carnivorous marsupials to saber-toothed cats and enormous ground sloths. Beneath the waves, ancient reptiles such as mosasaurs and plesiosaurs had vanished by the end of the Cretaceous, leaving the oceans to new and terrifying predators, among them the infamous megalodon shark. Earth's landscapes transformed as well. Vast grasslands and dense forests spread across the continents, opening up new habitats for countless species. This is the story of the Earth after the dinosaurs. Roughly 1 million years after the extinction, the planet looked nothing like it does today. This period, known as the Paleogene, was a time when the continents were still drifting and reshaping. The climate was far hotter than it is now, with tropical rainforests blanketing much of the globe and sea levels standing high. It was an age marked by the rapid rise of mammals, birds, and reptiles, many of them unlike anything alive today. Ecosystems shifted dramatically, forging new food chains and new relationships as life adapted to the ever-changing world. With the great dinosaurs gone, mammals seized the opportunity to exploit Earth's resources for themselves. Only a few million years after the impact, the fossil record shows an explosion in mammalian diversity. Fossil evidence traces their origins to small, shrew-like creatures known as morganeucodontids, HS, the ancestors of all modern mammals. Some of the earliest mammal fossils date back to the Jurassic, about 165 million years ago, belonging to tiny insect eaters roughly the size of modern shrews. Among them was Megazostrodon, which lived around 200 million years ago and measured barely 4 to 5 inches long. It likely fed on insects and small reptiles, and it probably lived at night. Its enlarged brain regions devoted to hearing and smell, helping it avoid daytime predators and the ever-present threat of dinosaurs. It is astonishing to realize that every mammal alive today, including us, descends from that resilient lineage. In the oceans, the first creatures to emerge after the dinosaurs were not ammonites, for they too had perished at the end of the Cretaceous. Instead, new groups of fish, sharks, and marine mammals took their place. Early birds remained small, roughly sparrow-sized, while reptiles included turtles, lizards, and snakes. Fossil evidence shows that these animals gradually changed in shape and size over time, adapting to their environments and specialized diets. Whales, for instance, evolved from land-dwelling ancestors about 50 to 52 million years ago, steadily adapting to aquatic life until they became fully marine. One of these ancestors was Pachycetus, a four-legged creature about the size of a goat, now regarded as one of the earliest known whales. Though its body resembled that of a land mammal, its elongated skull already hinted at its aquatic future. Over time, its descendants' nostrils shifted backward, their forelimbs transformed into flippers, and their bodies grew dramatically larger. Fossils of Pachycetus have been found in what was once the Tethys Sea, a shallow body of water separating the ancient continents of Gondwana and Laurasia. During the Miocene epoch, the oceans became home to an abundance of marine life, much of which still exists today: dolphins, whales, sea lions, seals, sea turtles, and countless species of fish. Yet, many giants of that age have vanished. Megalodon, the colossal prehistoric shark, appeared around 23 million years ago and ruled as the apex predator of its time. Reaching lengths of up to 60 feet, it was among the largest sharks ever to exist. Another ocean giant was Basilosaurus, a massive whale from the Eocene that stretched over 50 feet long, followed later by Leviathan, a formidable sperm whale that lived 8 to 12 million years ago. Measuring about 43 feet in length and armed with enormous teeth, Leviathan was a fearsome hunter. Unlike Mosasaurus or Ichthyosaurus, which had disappeared long before the asteroid struck, these whales reigned supreme throughout the Miocene seas. On land, rodents evolved from small, shrew-like ancestors, branching into mice, rats, squirrels, beavers, and many others. Carnivorous mammals likewise arose from primitive forebears, eventually giving rise to cats, dogs, bears, and other predators. The cat family, Felidae, is thought to have evolved from a group of small carnivores called maiacids, which lived during the Paleocene between 66 and 56 million years ago. A specialized maiacid, known as Proailurus, is considered one of the earliest true cats. Existing during the Oligocene, about 30 million years ago, it already possessed retractable claws and a powerful bite. Among its descendants were the famous saber-toothed cats such as Smilodon and Homotherium, renowned for their blade-like fangs. Primitive dogs also appeared during the Eocene. One of the earliest known species was Hesperocyon, which lived in North America roughly 40 million years ago. Small and fox-like, it is regarded as the ancestor of all modern wolves, foxes, and coyotes. Other predators included the Forus racidae, a group of giant flightless birds native to the Americas. They emerged in the Paleocene or early Eocene, around 62 to 58 million years ago. Titanis walleri was among the last and largest of them, surviving until about 1.8 million years ago before vanishing, likely due to climate shifts and competition with mammalian hunters. Around the same time, massive ground sloths roamed from the Oligocene through the Pleistocene, reaching sizes comparable to modern bears. Their arboreal relatives continued to thrive in the treetops, and two lineages, two-toed and three-toed sloths, still survive today. Snakes, too, evolved during this period. They descended from lizard-like ancestors called stem squamates that first appeared over 100 million years ago during the age of dinosaurs. The largest snake ever discovered, Titanoboa, lived about 60 million years ago. It could reach more than 42 feet in length and weigh over a ton. And finally, we arrive at the ancestors of humankind. Fossils reveal that early primates were small, long-tailed creatures with grasping hands and feet, adaptations perfect for climbing and foraging among the trees. Over time, they diversified into the vast array of monkeys, apes, and eventually humans. But the story of humanity itself has only just begun, and there is still much more to uncover. If you'd like to learn about it, let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please show your support with a like. It truly means a lot to us. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next episodes in this series.